Hello. Guys, if you can hear me, can you please put up on the chat session probably a thumbs up or say yes, something. Guys, can you hear me? Can you please put it up on the chat session? Okay. All right then. We were just waiting for a couple of other students to join in, but then nevertheless, let's start. So firstly, congratulations to all of you for making it to Verzeo platform. We're all here to help you. Uh, Throughout the course, we'll be there with you at any point of time. We'll be there to help you out. So if there's any technical glitch or anything, if you guys are not able to hear, if the screen is frozen or something, please rejoin back. Probably it should be an internet issue. Just try to rejoin. So the chat session for now would be closed by our team. It would be disabled until I complete the PPT and explain you of what the agenda is. So make sure that you're not typing on the chat box right now. There'll be a Q&A at the end. Will allow you to ask questions which are very unique, which are not covered in the PPT will be answered. So make sure that you are putting out the unique question out there. So moving on, this agenda for the session, this session is basically make your doubts clear. I'm pretty sure since you're all new to the internship word and the certification term, so you guys must have had a lot of doubts regarding this. So I'm here to give you a brief explanation of what's going to happen for the next 2 months of your internship. So make sure that you're following throughout, have a notepad or have a at least note down on it on your phone through your notes or somewhere so that you will have few email IDs that are very important and which are priority for you to make a note of on your Gmail account. So make sure that you are having it. It'll be handy for you guys in case if you're stuck somewhere during the entire period of your internship. Moving on, so instructions for this section for this session. It's a very common, guys, this is a very common session for all the students. Students here who are here are all of very different, they're all of unique courses, there are not same courses, and the PPT is also made in such a way addressing only the general queries. So do not come up with course specific, only come up with the general query. So all your further classes will also be held on your Zoom application. So make sure that you have a Zoom application. And as I've told you, please note down that all of your queries has to be put up on the chat box once we enable it. And do make a note of your very important email IDs and add them to your email contacts. I'm sure most of you should know how to add it. In case if you're stuck somewhere, please go watch a YouTube video. You would be having a lot, and otherwise the Gmail will help you out to save the contact. So overview is basically to familiarize you with the process and the entire timeline of the internship. I'll also tell you about do's and don'ts. I'll also tell you about how to use your LMS. LMS is nothing but your learning management system. So project, notes, and attendance policy will also be addressed here. And lastly, how to contact us. I'll also give you a few numbers to contact us where you can connect with us on a daily basis in case if you're stuck somewhere. Um, Guys, I'm so sorry. I have a very bad cold, so my voice could be blood here and there. Try to concentrate on the PPT. You would find all the keywords right here. So your tentative timeline of your internship. So what happens? The tentative timeline is in between 2 months. So what do you do on your first week to week 5? So your basic training sessions, or I would say classes, will be held according to the agenda. No problem in case if you still did not receive any sort of agenda, you're yet to receive it. For few people, we have already rolled it out. In case if we have missed anyone, we will roll it. We are still in a process of rolling them out. So week 6 to week 8, your minor project and major projects will be assigned and classes will go on parallelly as well. And week 9 to week 10, your project submission and evaluation will happen. And somewhere in between week 11 to week 12, you should receive your certificates, both your course completion and internship will be whatever is promised will be sent to you after you complete all your minor and major project. So moving on, your live classes. So what happens on your live classes? So all the classes will be held on Zoom application. It's done entirely virtually. So please download the Zoom application. It's very easy. I'm sure you must have used it for your academic purpose as well. So make sure that you're there, create an account there with your registered email ID. This is very important for you because the attendance will be fetched out with your registered email ID. So class emails will be sent to you probably like 12 to 24 hours before each session. So let's say you have a class tomorrow at evening 6 o'clock. So you should be receiving an email by today by 8 o'clock or by before 9 o'clock. You should have an email on your Gmail box from us telling that, hey, your class is scheduled at so and so time for tomorrow. Please join. There'll be a link given. Please join on that particular timing. So the classes will be held as per the agenda, which will be sent, which will be shared or sent from us through onboarding@verzeo.com. So there are chances that most of the emails would have routed to your spam or somewhere in your bin section. So please go because we get a very promotional emails on day to day basis. So let's do one thing, that is go put this email ID there and see if you have got the class agenda, the class emails, everything will be sent from this. And you must also join the sessions with your registered email ID. Make sure this is followed, otherwise your attendance will not be considered and it's a very strict warning as well. So during your class, make sure that your mic and camera should always be switched off until and unless a few mentors would be asking you to switch on your camera to make it a very interactive sessions. It's not going to be only the mentor talking. You should also participate. So make sure, in case if the mentor asks, do it. Otherwise, please keep your mic and camera off throughout the session. Moving on, what are your do's and don'ts? I'll first tell you about the don'ts because I want you to concentrate more on the don'ts than the do's. So don'ts is do not have any private conversation during the class. Do not turn on your mic or camera. Avoid sharing your personal information with your peers. This is very important. Do not share anything. Do not create a fuss out there. And creating any social media group is strictly prohibited. We would be getting to know about that and we will also be joining and we would terminate everyone from that group. So make sure that this is not followed. And no form of advertisement is allowed on the group. Moving on to don'ts, this also has to be concentrated. So join the sessions on time. Do not be late. Even if you miss for 5-10 minutes, there are chances that the mentor might already have covered few topics. He must have explained algorithm or he must have explained a formula. Why to miss that? We all have paid here and come up, wanted a certificate, get upskilled. So let's not do that. Please come on time and join the class with your registered email ID. Stressing on this. So tune in your assignments, any project within the given deadlines. I always recommend you guys to go watch the previous recording session before you come to your next class so that you would be prepared. Ask doubts by raising your hand on the Zoom itself. You would be having a hand option in the chat box where you can literally raise it and our team will allow you to raise the question. Actively participate in the group project. Make sure that you are giving enough contribution, please. Something coming up about your LMS and live class recording. So LMS is nothing but your learning management system. So all the sessions will be recorded and be uploaded to your LMS portal. It's nothing but a portal where you can literally go in case if you miss the class, you can go there, check the video, see what has been done, and then go back to your next class. So please log in to learn.verzeo.in to see the recorded session. So this is the platform where you actually see. It's learn.verzeo.in. So if you have not created any account, don't worry, please go create one right now so that we will have your details on the back end and we would give you access to the course. If you're still not able to see any of your courses on your elements, do not worry. Most of the access to most of the students is given. But in case if we have missed out here and there due to a little financial technical issues, probably we might have messed up, or it could be a very minor glitch. So we'll still figure out and send you and give you the access. So you will have access to these recording sessions or any sort of PPTs. All these access would be given to you for the next 6 months. Starting from today till the another 6 months, you're going to have all of this in hand. So attendance policy is something we recommend everyone to maintain it. So students who maintain attendance above 80 will get a discount on your second course. Make sure that you're utilizing this up properly. Student whose attendance is above 90% and who are maintaining this throughout will receive a free portfolio enhancement course, which will be very, very, very useful to you, which entails about your personality development. They would train you on that, a resume building, which everyone wanted, how to build your resume to make sure that your recruiters pick up one. Since world being a very competitive, this skill is something that you really need it. So make sure that you are maintaining 90%. So additionally, we also offer you to our partner companies in case if there are any profiles matching up. So make sure that the attendance is followed properly. So notes and assignments. So as I'm using a PPT here, there could be few mentors use PPT in the very early stages where they're actually teaching you about the concepts. So that those PPTs or any sort of study materials would be shared to you from mentors at the rate Verzeo.com. So any assignment given by the mentor is not for you. It is not related to you to get your internship certificate or anything. It's not related to that. All that you need to do is practice, practice, practice that so that all your concepts will be cleared through that assignment. You don't really have to submit it. All you have to submit and which you would be assessed is on the project. So the project will be allotted between your 6th and 8th week of your internship. So there's going to be a minor project and major project. So your minor project will have a deadline of 1 week and major will have a deadline of 2 weeks. And a minor project should be completed and submitted for us to issue your internship completion, and major project should be completed and submitted for us to issue your internship certificate. So deadline extension will only be given on a very valid reason. Make sure that you are not messing up with the reason. We will get to know very easily. Only on a very genuine reason, let's say medical emergency, you will have to, or the university is conducting some exams, we'll be still happy to give you an extension, but make sure that you have a valid reason. So since the major project is a group project, you will be divided into various groups, okay? So, and be assigned to a Google Classroom to coordinate and complete the project. You will have to mail us when the Google Classrooms are allotted in case. So, in case if you want to team up with your friends, and in case we have accidentally put you in different group, but still if you want to work out, please get back to us once these are assigned to you. You can get back, drop an email or call us so that we'll give you the same batch as your friends are in. Uh, so no social media group for this has to be created because already a Google Classroom is given to you to coordinate with your peers. Moving on, your project submission and doubts. So projects will be sent to you from us from project@verzeo.com. Make a note of this as well. And there'll be a click here to submit button in the project mail. Whatever problem statement that we send, that will have a button where you have to click and literally go submit the form there. Your project will be submitted and you're not allowed to make any changes in the pre-filled details. If there's any mistake, drop an email to support@verzeo.com. It's better you take a picture of this because there are a couple of email IDs here so that you will have a better idea of whom to contact and where to send an email. So upload your project file in this form and submit, which is a very easy process. No format limitations or anything. So you can still go up. There would be a little probably like a Python note. It'll only be related to a .ip and NB. So a few docs related will also be there, but this form has a very easy process for you to submit. No hassle will be there. So make sure that you follow it. Any project related doubt should be emailed to support@verzeo.com. And I say it's a project related. So it's not a technical questions that you're going to ask the support team. It's only you asking them about where, in case if you're still stuck where to submit, you're not able to submit. You're not able to submit it on your timeline. You're not able to open any of the doc or you're not able to open any of the data set. Then please come to us. We will help you out about anything related to operations. So anything related to technical issues where you cannot understand any topic, you're stuck at any question and need some assistance on the concept, you will have to email to mentors@verzeo.com. So coming to your certifications, I know most of you here will focus on the certificates because out there companies only look at your certifications or where have you upskilled, all of that. So the most important thing here is we have put up only a very basic certificate, the general certificates out there. So that is your course completion, which will be sent after your evaluation of your minor project, and internship will be sent to you after your submitting and evaluation is done. Then the internship completion certificate is sent. So your mentors will not have any idea about these. They're nowhere related to this. So please do not ask them. You can always come back to the support team. The certificates will be mailed to you from support@verzeo.com once your entire 2 months of internship period is done. We have only mentioned here, as I've told you, only the general certificates, that is course completion and internship completion certificate will be issued. So lastly, how to contact us. So we are all here to help you, but we only work from certain timings to certain timings. So we are also human beings. We are not available 24 hours. If you call at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, we're not there. Really sorry, but you can always get back to us on 11 a.m. in the morning, in between 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then you can still come in contact with us from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. of any day. We all work 7 days. So make sure that you're coming and calling us. The number is right here, 08047166567. Click a picture of this or make a screenshot or something, do something about this. So in case your call is not lifted or you're stuck due to a very long waiting hours, you can still drop us an email. You would be getting a reply within a few hours of time and your query would be resolved. And replies will be in the form of a ticket ID. So make sure that you're following this. You must reply to the same ticket. Any further, if you open a new ticket, it's going to be a confusion and your concern will not be resolved. So make sure that you are following the same ticket ID. So you could have already received a FAQ document. It is just for your reference. You can try to refer that first before you put up a email to us because most of the queries are resolved there. So in case if you're still not able, one of our executives will help you out. Give me 1 second. So guys, Q&As, I'll ask my team to um, give you access to the chat box. You can come up there, raise your questions, guys, only unique questions because we have already covered most of the LMS, your training duration, what happens between your week 1 to week 12, everything is covered. So if you have any unique queries apart from this, please get back to us on the chat session. We'll help you out. I'll help you out. I'll answer those. So I already see a couple of people raising doubts. So how do you access the LMS? So LMS is nothing, but I'm going to put up a site name here. Please go there and check if you have created an account or not. In case if you did not, please go create an account right away so that we will have your database with us. So how do you submit? You just have to submit through a form. Actually, once you enter the project page, you'll get to know. Keep checking our emails. You'll understand the entire email. You just have to fill up that form and submit the whatever doc you have to submit. So about the certificates, in case if you have been promised with any other certificates, those will also be given. Here we have only put up a very basic ones. Samir and those who are asking about project submission, guys, don't worry. There's going to be an email sent with the problem statement and everything. And there's also going to be a submit option button where you can click on it and that will route you to how to submit entirely. Just have to fill up the Google form. That's all. Do not get stuck anywhere. It's a very easy process. The classes can be held between your weekdays and weekends. There's no specific days on that. According to the students' availability and the mentor availability, there are days which are done on weekdays and there are days which are done on the weekends as well. Those who did not receive the agenda yet, do not worry, or those who did not receive any course access, do not worry. We are still in process of arranging it. In case if you did not receive by tomorrow or day after, please reach out to us through an email. We'll help you out. Yes, attendance does matter at any point of time. Uh, for unfortunately, there's no assistance on the job. We will be there to a little bit help you out in case if we have opportunities with our partnered ones, but not really. This is not a job guarantee program. It's just a certification and an internship program. It's all about yourself of how you are learning from the day one to the next 2 months and how you're upscaling yourself. If you grab the skills as much as possible, you would be able to grab a job very easily. At least the entry level jobs in the technical side are easy to grab in case if you upskill yourself properly. Yes, there would be classes on weekends and there would be classes on weekdays. The course agenda is already might have already been rolled out, so please go and check it out. There are no official WhatsApp groups created. There are no social media platforms for this. The only source of you getting in touch with your peers would be through Google Classroom only. Guys, we'll be here for an about 5 to 10 minutes more. So shoot your questions, shoot only unique questions, and also in case if you guys are do not have any issues, you guys can leave as well. This session will also be recorded and posted, by the way, by tomorrow. You should have it on your dashboard. But in case if you don't have any doubts, few people can leave. And those who have doubts, those who have unique doubts, please post them here. The Google Classroom link will be sent to you when you enter the major project phase. So that is somewhere in between your second month, you should receive it, not in the first month. Because first week 1 to week 5, you would be entirely occupied in listening to the classes, getting a grip of the concept. So the major project talks will only come after your first month is done. So your minor project is individual, which you'll have to work on yourself, and major is a group project where the problem statement is going to be or the data set is going to be a little bigger. So there you'll have to work on your group project. There the group has to be there. So guys, if you have any pre-recorded sessions on your LMS, it's only for your reference, the classes did not start. That means those are only the pre-recorded sessions for you to just go through what usually happens or what exactly happens. That's all. It's not that the courses are already started. In case if you're able to see few pre-recorded, those are only the recorded ones. It's just for your reference. That's all. The course access, in case if you still did not receive, there should be some issue on the back end. The team is yet to solve for the ones who did not receive it. So don't worry, you should receive it in a couple of hours or maybe by tomorrow you should. The classes every day you will not have classes. The maximum time that you'll have to spend on the course is at least about 3 to 4 hours in a week. In attending 3 hours in a week for attending and extra 2 hours for you to study. So maximum keep your timetable for the next 2 months so that you are giving enough time to this course as well. So block your 5 hours at least in a week with with the classes that you'll have to attend and the learning efforts that you have to keep a buffer of about 2 hours. So you can take half an hour at least each day and see what's happening and learn. That's how we all keep learning. So keep learning, keep hustling, then only we'll be able to upskill. So, guys, we'll be wrapping up in the next 2 minutes. Please, please, please shoot out your very unique questions. I only see the very basic generic one that we've already answered. All right, guys, then we would just wrap up. Really happy to onboard you all with us. I only suggest you to keep hustling, keep practicing what the mentor will tell you in the classes. Keep practicing use cases and everything in case of technical courses. It'll really help you out and upskill and be the top 5% of the very competitive world that's running. Stand out for yourself and work for yourself. We're all going to learn and upskill. Let's grow together and make the most out of this course. Please, please join the classes on time. Do not miss them. See you guys in the next classes. Have a good week and keep checking our emails. Whatever email IDs that I've told you, keep checking our emails. It's going to be really, all those should be handy to you so that you will not miss out any information from our side. All right, guys. See you. Thank you so much for joining.